But the really funny part is that I still get starstruck by the least likely person in any, like, Hollywood room or its adjuncts. um, it's in a weird way, it's kind of like my obsession with indie horror is that I'm not I'm impressed. The lower the budget, the better. But these, especially like the psychological horror and stuff, the contradictions with the characters, the ironies, the just it, like, I don't know, contradictions and like, I don't know, all of this stuff going on with these characters that fascinates me. It's very much how I would be impressed by Marjo Gortner on a set with my dad in the middle of New Mexico at this isolated gas station instead of, let's say, Linda Carter. There was a couple of the starlets, like I mentioned, and another actor. But it was Marjo. It was Marjo's complex background, personalities, and then seeing here, being right in front of them, with a shootout with my dad and me there, actually in the film. But it was like all day at this tiny little functioning, like gas station with like a cafe bar attached. Some local came in like with a snake and like had the bartender, I don't know, whatever. But this was like nowhere. But here I am with a well-known director and Marjo, who had just started acting, and I knew all this stuff from what my dad had been telling me. He was the complex personality that I was focused on. And of course, my dad's favorite death scene of all time. I posted it on Facebook. Well, like 4 or 5 pictures of him like boop, 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 and his favorite part of his favorite death scene is that as he gets hit and is going down, he dangles the bloody pistol off his finger and drops it as he drops. My favorite part was the fact that my dad's choice was to smile at Marjo Gortner as he's hitting the ground after he drops the pistol. I don't know, whatever. It was pretty heavy, actually. And then having to stand there in my scene, like looking down at my dad's like dead body. Google it. I'm right there. Well, you have to do the secret Google video searching thing. But so anyway, here's this rich story of this child evangelical who has such a background, such an amazing, like nationwide, like known guy who's now the star of this movie, and with me there. So I guess, like, I don't know. I guess that's pretty damn complex, and maybe illustrates some point in terms of the topic or subject matter. So I will let you go. Thanks for tolerating me as usual. Take good care. I love you, and until tomorrow, bye.